You think you're gonna go officiate your friend's wedding and not take care of your own family?
This is my recap and review of Sister Wives Season 17, Episode 7, called The Failed Priest. In this episode, Cody officiates his friend's wedding and contradicts himself. Shocker. Gabriel gives a tearful update on his relationship with Cody, and Christine and Kody have a super tense discussion about the sale or what they're going to do with their house and custody. The episode begins and Cody is driving along on his way to his friend's wedding in Tulsa, which is shocking because he was scolding Christine and Janelle for going on trips. Now he's taking a trip. 3 of his marriages are in pretty bad shape right now, yet his friend still wants him to officiate his wedding. Does the friend watch the show? Does the bride watch the show? I wonder, why they would want to do this. Aside from the obvious irony, Janelle is like, this is interesting because Cody and Robin still adhere to these strict rules about the virus, but now Cody is traveling? What the heck? Yes, and like an episode ago, he said it was too cold to stand outside and talk to Isabel before she moved away. He wouldn't go inside Christine's house, that means, right? But the wedding's inside. So again, contradictions. Cody's like, well, the family wasn't getting together then and now, and not because of the virus. That's a gaslighting fallacy. Janelle's just trying to put coals on my head. Okay, so Cody says gaslighting twice in this episode, once for Janelle, once for Gabriel. He's throwing around the word gaslighting, which, a lot of people would probably accuse him of doing. So isn't it ironic? And now, to my surprise, we get a sit down with Truly. Did not really expect Truly to be on camera talking about divorce and stuff like that, but she even gets her own confessional for this. And she says that the first day when she was told by Christine, it was heartbreaking, but now she feels better about it, and that she had noticed that Christine wasn't as happy. Kids always notice, guys, and Truly's a very smart girl. Truly says that everyone knowing before her, though, felt like a betrayal, but she reached out to her grandma and Aspen, and they seem to have made her feel better. Cody's like, they're blowing me off. Cody says that he went over to Christine's after he found out Truly knew about the divorce, and he said that they sat down and talked. But Truly, in her confessional, says, he said, so you found out about the divorce? And then she said, okay, and that was that. So there's a different account of that for sure as well. Now Cody's in Tulsa, stumped about what to say as he's officiating the wedding for his friend. He says they haven't given me much to work with, and he's stewing about his failed marriage. We learn that Brian met Cody 26 years ago at a sporting event, and Janelle was there with Logan. He said he went to 3 events with Cody, and each time Cody had brought a different wife. And then so he became pretty suspicious that Cody was a polygamist, but Brian overall kind of seems like a nice guy. Cody's like, should I stop him from doing this? And laughs, which shows how badly Cody's view on marriage is at this point. Honestly, if I was the bride, I would not want someone officiating my wedding that tried to talk the groom out of it or question it. But that's just what it is. But he pulls it together, officiates, and then breaks it down on the dance floor. He looked like he was the main person on the dance floor, just bouncing around everywhere in true Cody fashion. The whole center of attention thing. Christine says Gwendolyn is mad that he went to the wedding. Isabel is heartbroken because how can he go to the wedding and not to her surgery? To defend himself, Cody says it's a different time and it's not as long. For the wedding, it's only 4 days. The surgery would have been much longer. So that was his justification. Christine is like, what the hell? Cody thinks she's trying to excuse herself by making him a villain. And Cody says the lack of love between us was for a reason. ouch. I mean, it's getting messy in the confessionals. The rest of the season, I think, is going to be so messy. So now we're in Coyote Pass and we're dealing with Janelle's RV issues. There's some issue about leveling it out. Cody says there's like a new issue every day. And he has to come face to face with yet another family member he has issues with, Gabriel. Gabriel's there, you know, trying to help. He thinks he knows what he's doing. And, you know, it seems like Janelle kind of bit more that she can chew. We learn that Janelle's always at Christine's, or she's at Christine's a lot to do her laundry there. Sometimes they get coffee there. Robin says that she sometimes goes and sits where her lot is, and every time she sees that Janelle is gone, which is strange, she said. She said that if Janelle was there, she would say, hi, like, how are you? You know, she doesn't seem that enthusiastic as she's saying that. And they show Robin just sitting there alone on the property, like, does this really happen, or is this for the show? Like, she literally just goes and sits on that bench for a while. Anyways, Gabriel and Cody start arguing about leveling the RV. Cody says Gabriel doesn't know what he's doing, and we learn that Cody and Gabriel don't talk the way they used to since Gabriel called him out on a few things last season. To me, that's very sad, and it's getting really hard to defend Cody, guys. It really is over here. Like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's getting difficult. Gabriel says it just looks like Cody's tired of trying to have a relationship with him, and he says, I don't know what I did wrong. And he smirks, kind of like as if he's gonna cry, and my heart breaks for him. Why does he think he did anything wrong? I mean, that just breaks me. Now, Cody's back at Christine's, and it's going to be another tense sit-down, this time about property, money, custody. So this is where it gets tricky. Christine would like to keep the money from the house when she sells it and give them the land on Coyote Pass. She also has an idea of renting the house for a bit to Gwendolyn or whatever, so she wanted to talk that out. He said, well, if you sell the house, we could finish buying Coyote Pass and Janelle could actually build on it. Thinking, you know, Christine was going to fall for that or something. Christine says, if I'm selling my house, I'm going to keep the proceeds because she says she's been making the mortgage payments. But it's not as clear cut because Cody's like, actually, the family bought this house. It's our house. We put up the down payment. So it's blurry. And I wonder what they did end up agreeing on. He starts talking about custody agreement and lawyers are going to take all her money, something about 50-50, something about if you don't have an agreement truly belongs to the state. Can anyone say if there's an ounce of truth to that? What does he mean by that? And it seems like he's kind of trying to scare Christine into getting an agreement done. He's super insistent that Utah should never be involved with the child custody. It should be only in Arizona because Cody says, you know, I put an egg on Utah's face and the state hates me. He thinks that Utah could team up with Christine against him. And I can actually kind of understand that point. Like, it's true. He was like in some like lawsuit situation with Utah, so you just never know. I mean, let's just brace ourselves for a really messy season from this point on. All right, guys, let me know what you think and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget. Bye, guys.